The wait is over. The all-new Umoja Radio Network, home to over 40 Black-owned radio stations and podcasts, is here for you. Connect to the world's fastest-growing collection of unapologetically Black and proud media, from podcasts to independent Black-owned radio stations, and access to the important news and music you need. Umoja Radio is from our culture, by our culture, for our culture. The all-new Umoja Radio is available right now on Google Play and the Apple Store. Join the movement. Be empowered.
All right, Big Rob, we back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're back. We rambling these off, brother.
We got another one coming up and a good interview coming up. And later on in the show, we got attorney Brandon Davis, who will be stopping by with a big announcement. We're going to be talking to him. Bringing in the show, Muskegon's very own community activist. He ended the career of Officer Anderson at Muskegon Police Department. He should have got a hero's welcome for that one, Big Rob. Robert Mathis in the building. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good. Thanks a lot, Paul.
All right, man. Glad to have you here, brother. So you started a nonprofit, man. Tell us about it.
Well, the name of the nonprofit is called City Boy Co-op. I started it out of the necessity of what's been going on ever since the pandemic started. In the beginning, when the kids were out of school, my wife and I put together a program, and we did it up at the Mason Hall, and we were giving out lunches to kids and families that were in need because of the shutdown. I wanted to do something that wasn't happening right now. You know, the city and the nation was trying to figure out what they were going to do with this pandemic and how they were going to handle the people. But I just knew what was going on in my community. All these kids at home, the parents at work, if they were able to work, and the kids at home not having enough food to take care of themselves during the day while their parents was at work. So that's how that program got started.
Wow. And so what are you guys doing right now? How can people connect with y'all? Like if they need resources, you guys are providing resources right now?
Right now, we're launching tomorrow. The website should be on tomorrow. It's www.cityboi.org.
Wow. Is there a way you can type it into the comment section down there in the comments and we can put it up on the screen for them? And you and your wife started this together?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And where are you guys going to be at? You have a certain location going to be at or what?
Yes, we found a location downtown North Muskegon on Center Street, 318 Center Street, Suite 8.
Wow, that's big, man. That's good. That's really good. So you've been doing this for a while then?
Well, the giving part, me and my wife have been doing for a while, but I wanted to do something big, and I didn't know that starting a nonprofit would be as much of a headache as it is. You know, lots of paperwork you got to fill out with the federal government. You know, it's time consuming in this hurry up and wait, and you know, a lot of money you got to dish out for it, and I did it all by myself.
Wow.
Right now, I have a lot of people that were trying to donate money to the organization, and I told them to wait until the website became live, because there's a donation box where you can donate money, and also there is a volunteer section where people can volunteer once everything is up and running. Right now, the building, I'm still working on the building. Got some painting and stuff to do, but it's coming along.
Wow, man. So you guys located on Center Street, downtown North Muskegon. What's the telephone number?
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it. Let's type in the website for us. So we make sure we get their website. We get their website. We can get it. Make sure people can go to the site tomorrow, donate, and the people who need resources.
Where's the comment bar?
Okay, if it's not there, there's a private chat. You can put it in a private chat. Yeah, and then I can put it up on the screen.
Hey, Paul, people don't know Rob Mathis. His other nickname is Rambo. That's the nickname I gave him
Oh,
because he was in the U.S. Army for what was it, Rob? 20 years.
18 years, brother.
and he was
18
knocking
years.
folks out in high school too, Rob. Let me
He
tell you that,
was.
Big Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I was, it was hard when I first came up to Muskegon, being from Detroit. Everybody wanted to try me, but that's the reason why I came to Muskegon, because I got kicked out of school for being, fighting too much. So
Right. And now Stephanie is your sister, but she was in Muskegon the whole time.
she was in Muskegon.
Yeah, Stephanie. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I know I met you later on in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get up to Muskegon until I was in the 11th grade.
They said we should have got you here earlier than that. That's it. That's the problem. We should have had you here earlier than that. Been part of the family. I don't know why they wanted to mess with you though. They should have seen that you was a pit bull. But, hey.
Hey, I tried to come up here like a chihuahua, but they
But they seen the pit bull side.
That's Rambo, man. That ain't Rob Mathis. That's Rambo. He is a U.S. veteran. People, for those of you who don't know, and he served this country 18 years, and he served well. He got an honorable discharge, and he did what he was supposed to. So.
Well, how things going with you guys, with the family? I know after the situation with the city of Muskegon police officers, you guys went through a lot.
Now, Kurt, after all that had happened, we were in contact with some reporters, and we were doing a podcast. They were doing some investigative reporting, and you can find the podcast on www.thisamericanlife.org.
Okay.
And it's a story about what happened, just 2 episodes with my wife and I and Officer Anderson and the city of Muskegon. Now, the city, they put out that big 400-page write-up, and it basically made Officer Anderson a good guy, and that he was no problems with the city and the people. And they smeared my wife and I. Okay. So during the investigation, you will actually hear the city manager and the chief of police say that Officer Anderson was a problem child, and they was looking for a way to fire him. And once the protests and stuff began, and the reporters was reporting about the whole incident, things changed. Okay.
Wow. Wow. So that was they played 2 different sides, and once things got to rolling.
Right. So in the beginning, it was a smear tactic against me and my wife, so that they could kind of silence us and deal with the Officer Anderson problem. So the main problem with them was the union. Okay. The union didn't want Officer Anderson to be fired. Okay. And they did every tactic that they can do to not get him fired. But it boiled down to the city fired him because what did they say? The city wouldn't be comfortable with him working. Okay, I can't recall exactly the words, but you'll hear them in the podcasts. Both podcasts is about an hour long, and you'll hear straight from the city manager and the chief of police out of their mouth that they knew he had a problem with minorities.
A lot of complaints about him.
Yes, sir.
Rob, did any of those complaints ever make it to your Big Rob, to the Community Police Review Board, Big Rob?
No.
So that's frustrating to know that there is a system in place that had complaints about him, but it never made it to Big Rob sits on the Police Review Board, and maybe they could have been, doing what they can do.
Now, when I was interviewed by the detective that headed up the investigation, the first thing that came out of his mouth was, "Why didn't you come down here and file a complaint with the city? We would have taken care of it." I said, you know how many people I know that came down here and put in complaints against officers, and absolutely nothing has happened. I prayed about this whole situation and I put it on Facebook so at least my friends in Muskegon and around the township would know what Officer Anderson was about and to watch their back. So it, everything happened from there.
Exactly. All right, family, tomorrow at lunch is cityboy.org. That's CITIBOI.org. And we got to get you back on maybe, in a couple weeks after at lunch. Congratulations on doing this, Rob, man. I mean, you served your country. You could just be retired right now, chilling out, enjoying the good life, man. But you choosing to stay engaged.
Yes, sir. I love the people in the community.
Right. How's my sisters doing, man? How's Stephanie and Felicia, all them doing?
Oh, they doing good down there in Atlanta. So, they living their best life down there.
Living their best life. All right. Anything else you want to say to the community?
I look forward to working with you guys. Come on in. I should be up and running within a week. Come on down to 318 Center Street, Suite 8, and show some love. I look forward to seeing y'all.
All right. Thanks for hitting me up, man. I appreciate you, Rob. And you got our support. Anything we can do.
No. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yep. Bye.